We're only 9 miles away from Boston. That's important to our students because of all the advantages which a city like Boston has to offer: cultural activities, sports, and social events. On the other hand, we're only minutes away from Route 128, which leads to all points, north, south, east, and west. In a sense, we have the best of both worlds. We're close to Boston, and yet we're out here in Waltham in a beautiful suburban setting of more than 100 acres, which I think most of our students find quite conducive to study.
Early in the beginnings of civilization, Aristotle said, and I quote, "All who have meditated on the art of governing mankind have been convinced that the fate of empires depends upon the education of youth." Over 2,300 years later, it can be said again with just as much meaning. The simple truth is that there is nothing to which education is subordinate except more education. And thus, as we face the future, it's evident that the destiny of the world and mankind lies not just in our youth, but in the education of our youth.
We've come a long way since 1917, when Harry Clark Bentley started out with only 30 students. Just 10 years later, the accounting school had grown from 30 students to more than 2,000. In 1968, we opened our new Waltham campus. Today, we have close to 4,000 students in our day and evening divisions. Bentley College is the largest educational institution of its kind in the world. We're among the largest institutions of higher education in Massachusetts. There are Bentley-educated CPAs throughout the United States and around the world. Essentially, we offer a broadly based liberal arts education. We grant degrees to men and women seeking careers in such areas as management, business education, as well as accounting. And our campus is ideally equipped to carry out all these functions. The library at Bentley is the focal point for the academic quadrangle on campus. There are study facilities for 650 students, shelf capacity for 150,000 volumes, a browsing center on the main floor for recently published books and periodicals on accounting, general business, the social sciences, and the humanities. Study tables are designed to accommodate no more than 4 students at a time. There are rooms for group study or typing, plus an audiovisual center providing music, films, and recordings for instruction or enjoyment. One of the larger and more impressive buildings on campus is Lindsay Hall, named in honor of Morris M. Lindsay, a great teacher and president emeritus of Bentley College. It houses lecture halls, conference rooms, an auditorium, and a computer center. But it is the classroom building in which Bentley students receive much of their instruction in science and the liberal arts. There are some 36 classrooms, several research and science laboratories, plus a half-dozen rooms which are used for seminars. Inside the Faculty Administration Building are the individual offices of faculty members, as well as the quarters for administrative officers and staff. The Student Center is the social headquarters for Bentley undergraduates. Here you will find the student dining halls, the college store, student lounges, plus the Student Health Center. The dormitory buildings at Bentley are quite impressive. The rooms are very livable. There are 2 students in each room, and each dormitory has its own study and recreation areas. Bentley is more than a beautiful campus with spacious, well-equipped buildings. It is a philosophy of education, an educational system that has proved itself in over 50 years of practice. More positions in accounting and business administration are offered to our graduates than we can possibly fill. And more than 20,000 active alumni around the world attest to the worldwide success of the Bentley tradition. Our entire educational process focuses on the student. All of our teachers have faculty status. And unlike some institutions where faculty may be deeply involved in research and other activities outside the classroom, our teachers are available to students for all kinds of instructional assistance. Some students from larger institutions complain that they feel lost in a sort of nameless, depersonalized society. At Bentley, we have a healthy 16-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. We're small enough to be personally concerned as to the progress of our students, yet large enough to provide the educational facilities and services which only advanced institutions like ours can offer. The success of Bentley College in the past has been predicated on our total concern for the student, and we're doing all we can to keep it that way. As a commitment to the future, Bentley has expanded its academic offerings to include not only Bachelor and Associate of Science degrees in accounting, but also Bachelor of Science degrees in such areas as business management, business communications, business administration, business education, finance, computer science, and public administration. Also included in this broadly based curriculum are Bachelor of Arts degrees in combined concentrations of history, economics, humanities, government, literature, and philosophy. I think most of our students appreciate the value of a college education. But there does come a time when a senior has to look beyond his or her academic career to a professional career. That's where our placement office comes into view. Early in their senior year, we give the students a briefing on the 150 or 160 companies who will be recruiting on campus. The students then come down here to gather more detailed information on those companies in which they're interested. We maintain extensive files on each of these companies. Some students may require individual counseling, but inevitably, most seniors sign up for job interviews with as many as 15 or 20 different companies. Between January and April, more than 4,000 job interviews will be scheduled here on campus, with representatives from government agencies, banks, insurance companies, public accounting firms, industrial groups, and service-oriented operations all over the United States. Before a firm offer of employment is made, there is usually an invitation for the student to be interviewed at the prospective employer's office. It is not surprising for Bentley graduates to earn more than $10,000 per year as a starting salary. We have reached the point where qualified accountants are among the top 2 professional groups in demand today across the United States. Quite obviously, the horizons for the Bentley-educated accountant are very bright indeed. We think of ourselves as a tightly knit community. The administration, the faculty, the student body, the alumni, all are part of the same Bentley College community. At Bentley, we have programs to provide for the educational and social development of our students. We also have an athletics program to encourage the physical development of our students, including several varsity sports in intercollegiate competition. And it is this balanced program of educational, social, and physical development that results in a well-rounded Bentley student. Bentley College, where a liberal education prepares students for professional business careers.